Okay, it looks like we're alive. Sorry, I got a little distracted as I was talking to my folks. I see that Dan has already thrown a sub my way. Thank you for giving a sub to, I believe that's Gero or Gera. Pronounce me, just let me know about the pronunciation there. Gera the Hero, now subbed to the channel. Appreciate you, Dan. Hopefully you had yourself a good one. You were asking how many gifted subs you had. Right now you're sitting at 252. That's what it says on the, that's what it says in the chat. Born, how many gifted subs do I have? Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess you know now. And then Chris getting a 61, not a 21. Not quite. Yeah, and I do have a special thing for 21. I think somebody got it. I want to say it might have been Friend of the Stream Inc. Feel like he might have been the one who get it. We shall see. Yo, Jirai, how you doing? Welcome on in. I am currently in ads right now, so I'm going to sit back for a teensy bit. You know what, actually, what I should do is actually check to make sure the table screen is actually working. All right, and then... Okay. Yeah, we're in. All right. As you know, 2 packs of Kingdom Hearts to open. I'm trying to open it in a way where I don't see either the front or the back of the card, but it's very hard to do. We're just tearing it from the side, because then you can see both of them no matter what. But I think we are back from ads. Welcome on in, everybody. Do appreciate y'all for coming by. Dan, Chris, and Jirai. No, Yu-Gi-Oh! We do have Yu-Gi-Oh! It'll just be a little bit later. Now, I've still got plenty of Yu-Gi-Oh! Open, don't worry. It's probably like 3 more months worth of packs. Alright. Starting off, we have Demix. You know how I say Pete is a big goofball in Kingdom Hearts? This guy, also one of the larger goofballs. You got the art for... What I don't want to say 3-5. I guess I'm just used to saying that because I get that art so often. No, this is for Chain of Memories on the GBA. We got Vivi. Final Fantasy IX character, I think. We got Ventus. Okay, well, we've just spoiled the holo. We got the alternate art for Dream Drop Distance, and then we have Minnie Mouse as our holographic. I don't think we have that one yet. I did just go through my collection today because I needed to rearrange things. I am now getting to the point where my bulk has almost filled up an entire ETB, like a Pokemon ETB. It's, I mean, I guess it's good, because, you know, that means I've definitely got my value out of this, but at the same time, it's like, oh god, I have all these cards. I'm thinking about, you know, making collections on eBay and then selling them, because, one, that would give me some of my money back, and 2, that'd be an easier way to get these cards out to people who want them and not into the, you know, scalpers' hands that have probably just sitting on boxes of this set. Alright, starting off, we're opening up with one of the dark cards. We got Gooby. Gooby Plus. Let me set the holo card aside so that way I can make sure to sleeve it up. I probably should also sleeve up the dark cards of the Twilight Town fellas, but I just kind of keep forgetting it, honestly. Maleficent. Vivi, the Minister of the TCG. Yeah, I remember, like, the community was literally crying for a ban of that card. We got Cloud. Peak design. Got the KH1 Dearly Beloved title screen. We got a, what is it? Stage of Awakening. It always takes me a second to remember that. Of Roxas. I will be sleeving this one up for sure. It already has whitening on the edges, which again, I think it is going to be just about impossible to find one of these in Super Premier Condition. And for our last card, we have a Holo Jiminy Cricket. Hold on. What is the difference in number for Mini and Jiminy? Are they like right next to each other? Okay, no, they're a little bit further apart. So Jiminy is number 55. You can kind of see where it says that underneath my finger there. Or where my finger's resting just above it. And I think Minnie is 59. So 2 cards within a pretty close proximity of each other. Not too bad. Yo, Rekka coming on in. I know we said we'd be doing nothing the day after con, but I spent most of the day walking. Did you, like, intentionally want to walk? Because if so, I mean, that's fine. That means you were able to, like, kind of spend your day how you wanted to. But do appreciate you stopping on by, Rekka. What is this badge you have? Okay, it's, yeah, the Sea Dog. Cycle down. I might have actually asked that the last time you were in here. Yeah, man, I try and, like, treat these packs with care, but, like, these in particular, these dark cards, just always somehow come out. Got 11 miles in? Hey, again, as long as you, again, we're meaning to take a long walk like that. I don't figure that hurts you at all. But hopefully, besides the walking, you also had just a, in general, relaxing day. Good to see you. I'll be talking a little bit about Momocon. I've just got some pictures that I uploaded to a Discord that I figured would be easy for me to run through really quick. If people have questions, they can ask them, but honestly, I will probably be treading over most of what happened, barring like maybe some specific details of panels, just because I would have to go through my literal schedule to try and remember that all. But starting off with Yu-Gi-Oh! We are opening Duelist Nexus. I don't think I showed the pack on stream, but starting off with Million Century Ice Prison. Don't get trapped on that. Got Valence Wave Master Phase. Again, pretty sure that card sees 0 play. Got Blaze the Force of the Sun. Pretty cool guy card. Behemoth, the King of 100 Battles. And then we got Arahime, the Manifested Mikanko. They're cool Ultra. I'll have to see where that is on the value list, but I think the Mikankos look cool. I hate their playstyle though. They seem very, very annoying to play against. I would say as on Master Duel, I've gotten absolutely beamed by them. Got Stardust Worm, Click and Echo. Love these two guys. I also love, I would have to get to Imaruka, who I used to play in some of my old decks. Synchro Overtop. And I believe the last card is Zutomorosaurus. Started my dress-up drawing gang too. Oh, I thought you had actually finished the series. Huh. Well, that's good. You're taking my advice. Just literally starting something. You don't gotta, like, make it too complicated. Don't feel like you have to absolutely binge it, which I know you want to binge it, but what I'm saying is let the season finish and then watch what you want to of it. I think that's valid. 32k commander decks. He's the 10th most played commander. Actually wild. Yeah, I was about to say, I only, like, generally know how crazy he is just from people's, like, outrage of it, but yeah, I don't remember what his ability is, even though I have been told it before. Freaking Stinkonko, how would you even pronounce that? Stinkonko or Stinkanko? I don't know. You know what? Oh, okay, gotcha. Going through season 2. I mean, I haven't even watched season 1. Oh, I spoiled myself on the card, on the front card, but I am so glad for what it is. Oh my god. I have to put this down. I have to sleeve this right away, dude. Holy dude. Oh my god. I love Slifer so much. Holy shit. Like, I just wanted this card in general in the holo because Slifer is my favorite of the god cards, but that is a Starlight Slifer the Sky Dragon. Oh man. I have no idea how expensive that is, but I will not be getting rid of this card. That is awesome. Man. Dude, I almost want to just like go ahead and grab a protector for that too. That's incredible. All right, well let's get into the rest of the pack. We've got Memento. Bro, what the? Memento Tekatikla combined creation. Okay, I know Memento as a deck, right? And I think it's actually really cool because it basically retrains a bunch of very, very old vanilla monsters, like the normal monsters and OG Yu-Gi-Oh! And I am talking about like the Dual Monster Saga. This guy's name has a little much. Got Quick Launch. Kind of a boring card if art. I mean, the art for it's pretty cool, but it's just for the Rocket deck. Doesn't do a whole lot. Bestial Soren here. Not really the most exciting Bestial to get, but still pretty okay. And for our final card, we got Yuki Onna, the Absolute Zero Mayakashi. Mayakashi's pretty cool. And getting her in a secret rare is nice. Dude, but that Cypher is huge, man. Hold on. I know I've got, like... I know I should have a Protector pretty available. Dude, that's just awesome, man. That makes me so happy. Because this is a card that I might have actually considered buying eventually as a single if I didn't pull it. But like actually pulling it out of the first box that I bought, I have a second one. That just makes me so happy. I'm so happy about my shiny cardboard. Yippee! If I was lucky enough to get all of the God cards, that would make for a super cool display. But again, I have no idea how expensive it is, so maybe that's more realistic than I realize. I'll probably find out after stream. Or I mean, I could also look it up after we go on into the browser session with our daily stuff, which, you know, I'm talking about it right now like I'm going to transition over to it, but I actually didn't open up Firefox at all. Oops. Ooh. Okay. Okay, and there we go. What is the SpongeBob music? Is specifically from Battle for Bikini Bottom. Battle. I don't know that I have like a good filter on my mic right now for the bees, but love putting the emphasis. Not this evolved by an item stuff. Okay, this one should be at least a little bit more fair to me. But yeah, this is the Jellyfish Fields, first level for Battle of Bikini Bottom. Oh. Alright. Can I use my brain to think of a Pokemon in Unova that needs to evolve by a stone? I mean, I don't remember using any evolutions that needed a stone in Unova, at least at first thought, so I'll probably come back to that one. Evolved by an item normal type. Usable or holdable evolution item. So I see, welcome on in. We are now to our Good old browsing stuff for the day. I'm getting cooked by this, though. I'm really trying to think of Pokemon that evolve. I mean, I think Raichu's the easiest one here. These two right here are a little difficult. Why? Oh. I guess sometimes you can get a shiny Pokemon from this. Okay, cool. My Mophead Alpha is live yet again. Mophead! I guess it's a little bit better than Bull. Welcome on in, Mr. Spraint Lord. How you doing? Appreciate you for showing your face around here, or rather, chat name and message. I don't know. Anyways, hopefully you're doing good, my guy. Let's see. No evolution line in Unova. Let's go with Cryogonal. Evolution line normal. I like putting Zangoose, so I'll put him here. And then I'll put Regieleki here. He may be one of the more uncommon Pokemon. Flying. Quite a few of those. I mean, would people like think to put Tornado since this is like the flying Pokemon? It's 3%. That feels pretty low. I feel like Fear is probably pretty uncommon there. Alright, Flying Electric. You got a Molga, you got Zapdos. I feel like there's one more that is slipping my mind right now. Hi Dan, I want your body. What is that? What does that mean, man? You wanna like body me in a fighting game? Is that what you're saying? Bikini body, yeah. The big Bodie Wody. See, like right here, I was thinking Munchlax, but I don't even think that's right. Like Munchlax evolving into Snorlax. I think that's a friendship thing. Since I'm not planning on playing like anything super involved tonight, like Hollow Knight, I kind of want to figure this out. Because, and also in this case, like Eevee would make a whole lot of sense. But again, it's post-evolution. Blissey is pure fairy now, right? Oh, no, wait. Is she actually normal? See, this goes to show, like, how much I just do not follow Pokemon typings and stuff. Yeah, normal. Oh, I'm thinking of Clefairy in them. My bad, my bad. This should... Oh, no, wait. Okay, it is Chansey. I'm like, no, Blissey's should be friendship, so Chansey should work. Okay. Had to catch myself. Eevee's Cube was never one of my favorites. I really do like Eevee. Early on when I was playing Pokemon, it was one of my sister's favorites, so I just grew to really like it too. But if you ask me about Eevee and Eeveelutions, my favorite is definitely Flareon. I liked the color red, so I chose the one that's red. But it also helps that like Flareon is like the most floofy of all of the Eeveelutions, just so huggable. Dude, Univolve all by an item. I'm like going to have to go back through the entirety of the game right now to like think of it. Isn't Flareon orange? Yeah, Flareon is probably more of an orange. Like a really harsh, like reddish orange. Yeah. In some red editions, he's more red and orange. Yeah, but I mean, like, you're right. In more official art, like, he has a sort of orangish tone as opposed to red. Granted. Point still stands. I love how floofy he is. Look at this guy. Don't you just think he's so cuddly and huggable? It's a cute little guy. But the number of times I said little guy at the convention is a little bit embarrassing. Because like I'd see a pin and I'd be like, oh, it's just a little guy. Thanks, Fire Dragon, for rubbing that off onto me. Passed along the little guy exclamation. Like Glaceon because the hair looks very cute and I like blue. There is a friend of mine who really also likes Glaceon. Glaceon is also a very good pick. I don't think there's any like particularly bad evolution pick. But yeah, Glaceon is a very, very good one. Okay, Brain, come on. You can remember close to 1,000 of these guys. Surely you can land on one that actually evolves with some sort of stone or item. Lots of little guys that comes. Yeah. I mean, again, I bought close to 20 pins. I don't think I passed over 20 pins, but I bought a lot of pins at the convention. So, and we'll probably be seeing that in some of the photos I show here in shortly. It's not going to be any starters. Not going to be the bird. Not going to be the dog. Purloin, I'm pretty sure, evolves without that. I mean, Chinchino and Chinchino, I'm pretty sure that's friendship. Oh, do the monkeys evolve with the stones? I'm just going to put...
Did I jump scare you?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, you jump scared me. Dude, I am in the tank right now. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Is it Panpour? Thank you, the Gribble. Also, hopefully you're having a good day today. You know, despite you scaring the daylights out of me. Okay, yeah, they do evolve with the stones, so we can do Pan Sage, right? Or no, not Pan Sage. Simipour. Okay, there we go. Yeah, if I remembered the Mokies much earlier, then that probably would have been a very, very easy one. Okay, Chandelure, what does he evolve with? I want to say Chandelure, but I didn't remember how he evolved. Oh, he needs a Dust Stone. Okay, I did not remember that. Okay, and then oh, it was Chinchino was on here too. Lilligant, that makes sense. Misharna, don't remember that one that far. Whimsicott, I remember now. Electros, okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Chinchino. Electros. Oh, was this all Unova Pokemon? Good mans. All right. Least common here was Whimsicott, Heliolisk, Electrode, Tornadus, Therian. Indeed, female, Rotom Heat, Landorus Incarnate. Okay, so I knew that choosing one of the genies was the right answer, but not which one. Also, this freaking guy again, always at the top of the list. No, Oricorio Pom Pom. You know what? You got me there. Cool. Alright, we did it. We didn't fail that one. Alright, going on the guess the game. What am I looking at? I am looking at Metal Gear Solid 3. No, I'm not. I'm looking at Far Cry 3. It's just that easy, ladies and gentlemen. Just that easy. Look, you put yourself in like a jungle-like area. The first thing I'm gonna think are these games with jungles. And you know what? Far Cry and Metal Gear 3. And you still got it. Never lost it. Never lost. I mean, yeah, I did. I've literally like lost this probably 3 times since we've started doing these, but still working pretty okay. All right. Sorry, Monster Hunter. Do want to pause you here momentarily. I will be starting the music back up when I start yapping, because I figure that's going to take me about 20 to 30 minutes to go through a good bit of the stuff. You know, answer any questions that folks have. But we'll listen to this for now. This sounds like a variation of like the Zelda Hyrule theme. Nope, not at all. Oh, do they not have any Mario Galaxy in here? Ooh. I'm just going to put this so that way I've got Mario and Zelda out of the way. Okay. Oh. So, okay, but it's not from the NES and it's not from the SNES. Because I guess Zelda and Mario. Well, no, it can't be Pilot Wings either, because that would have been on the SNES. I'm pretty sure. Kid Icarus? No, again, I can't. I'm going back to not choosing games that were on the older hardware. But it sounds like something that would be in this era. Hmm. No, it's not going to be that. And it's like just it's like a fanfare too. It's not an actual like song. It could be something that was on the Game Boy. Do they have a Kirby? Oh, wait, hold on. That That's triggered something, but I don't think I'm gonna get the game. Oh no. Is that from Golden Sun? Hmm. Yeah, I was thinking it might be one of the like things in Undertale. Oh man, dude, I'm stuck. I'm gonna be so mad when I think of or not when I think when it's revealed what it is, because this will stop my streak. I've got like a 42 correct streak going. No. Yeah, it can be Final Fantasy. Because this is the ba 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 ba, which I mean is not gonna be Randia, Castlevania. I mean it could be something from Castlevania, but I don't think so. Yeah, because I haven't gotten the console, the series, or anything. Save the streak. I'm trying so hard. It's not also like I don't even think they have Kingdom Hearts on here. No. Donkey Kong. I don't think this is the game corner like that. It surely can't be. And if it was on the Game Boy, I think it would have shown Game Boy Color. I want to hope that it would have. But why does it sound like it's something from an arcade game? That's why I was like putting Galaga. It's not gonna be Punch Out because it's definitely not the fight theme. I'm glad I'm not trying to play Silk Song tonight because this is taking me a while. Ugh. I'm like literally looking at my games in the corner, thinking it's like, could it be? No, it's not gonna be from Star Fox. It was on SNES. It's not from Monster Hunter, I don't think. No. Mmm. No, not Wild Arms. Already put Grandia, right? Trying to, yeah. What's the other one? Baten Kaidos? No. Dragon Quest? Nope. I just put Quest, is that? Nope. What's the... Sweet... Hold on, I gotta see how I need to spell this. It's Suikoden, right? Yes. Okay. Well, it's not Suikoden because otherwise I think it would have showed up. I was what? PopoCon? I didn't see a Mr. Popo there, JD. Sorry to disappoint. But welcome on in. Hopefully you had yourself a good day. For most people, it was Memorial Day. So hopefully in general, folks were able to relax. I know, you know, not every holiday gets to be relaxing for everybody, but I hope in some way you're able to find a way to relax if you didn't get work off or, you know, whatever else you might be going through right now. Appreciate you for stopping by anyways, though. And that's for everybody out there. I am here stuck trying to figure out what this is, because God forbid I cannot like remember. Like it rings a bell. Like it's not gonna be from Stardew, because I thought it could have been on one of the arcade games. Oh, convention for the MH Popos. Oh my gosh, true. I did not see a Popo there either. Although I can't say that that's the most, you know, hot topic character right now for people to cosplay as. Oh. Yeah, I genuinely think it might be something from the arcade era that I'm like neglecting. Radius? Okay, when I put Radius, I had a couple of these weird options up here. No. Because I want to make my guess last. Hey, man. Not on there. I don't think it's going to be Crash. Okay, well, Crash isn't even on here. It also sounds like it could be something from, like, one of the vintage games that are in Xenoblade 2. I just keep playing it and then hoping that it comes to mind. No, is that Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, well, it would help if I spelled Yu-Gi-Oh right. Yeah, I think Xevious would have shown up there if that was the case. I am in shambles right now. What could it be, dude? I've guessed Mario, Zelda, and Kirby. None of those were hits. I haven't hit the date, I have the console, and I haven't hit the series. This is the most cooked I've been in a while. Granted, I probably would have lost my streak at Bad Apple, because I've seen the memes, but like if you ask me if I've listened to the song, no. Probably listened to it once in my life and it didn't leave that much of an impression. Sorry. I don't think it's gonna be a Persona game. No. When in doubt, cheat. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I've got to save the streak. I have to save the streak. Granted, of course, I haven't also been playing every day either, so I guess I could be dodging some mines like this one. But I am trying my hardest. It's definitely not rank side. That's weird that of all things it also did. So if I type in arcade, no, it doesn't show me. I was like, because it was showing like Wii for these. Or well, if I put See, I don't think it's this less practice one either, even though that's a little bit more out there than what I would have assumed. If I put DS, does it give me all the options for this? No. It is there a world in which this is the oh my freaking god, dude. I knew that this was some huge deep cut, something like insane. Released in 1993 for the Famicom Disk System for the Famicom Disk System. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Yeah, no, unless I started like typing that out, I don't know that would have ever came to me. They've reused this theme a couple times, I think, like as Easter eggs in Nintendo games, which is why I was like, why do I feel like this is Nintendo related? But sure enough, that's why. Lord have mercy. Okay, cool. Glad to know that it was actually that kind of feels even worse. Okay, sorry. I was at 49 of 49. We're very close to 50. Okay. Is there anything else that I wanted to do before I move away from the browser? Like, not that I can't, like, just do something else, but I will need to share Discord so that way I can go through some of these images that I had and sent to myself. I'll start back up the Muzak. We'll go to the away screen. Just so that way I can kind of look and make sure. Dude, no way. Hold on. There is a bug in which I wish to crush. If he doesn't go under the frame of the poster, I think he just did. Alright, he's not escaping from behind the poster right now, so I think he's just probably going to be chilling there for a while. So it looked like an ant, and unfortunately probably about 3 weeks ago, we had a pretty bad ant problem in the room I'm currently staying in, my gamer space. And it wasn't like that I left out food or anything. There was literally just a tunnel or whatever that they dug that ended up getting into the room. And I don't know if they were like proper copper ants or whatever, but they found a way to get underneath a door frame and then just started, like looking around. Thankfully it wasn't a huge deal. And eventually we kind of sealed it and then properly bug sprayed, but oh, there he is. Hold up. But yeah, that's the first one I've seen in a while, and I am hoping that we are not seeing a relapse. Okay, I did get him, and the spot that there were ants before, there are none right now. I guess I am just going to have to pay attention to that later in the evening. All right. Well, again, I need to get the setup anyways, so un momento while I do that. Keep the music going for you. Okay, I think we kind of got it going. All right. So, place I figure I should start. I'll just go ahead and leave this up in the background. Momocon 2026 went to it as like the first Momocon that I've been to in a very long time. I wanted to say the last one that I have been to was in 2016. That might be wrong. I'll actually have to check the Momocon trips that I have, but I think the earliest one that I went to was in 2014. And then since then, literally like a decade later, you know, COVID happened and everything. So conventions were pretty much a just complete wash for about 3 years. And then, you know, I had to make sure that I showed up and with my wallet and moolah. So in general, it was a very good 4 days. We ended up going Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the place we stayed at, it was fine. Since I was splitting the room with 4 other people, it wasn't that expensive, but it was still not too amazing. According to my friends, they ended up sleeping in the actual beds in the room. I slept on one of the pull-out couches. I might have gotten the better sleeping situation. They were like, "Oh yeah, I'm always sore waking up in the morning. Oh, my shoulders. And then I'm like, I'm kind of chilling right now. Like, I mean, I didn't sleep particularly well, but like, I slept. I didn't like wake up what felt like hurting or pain in the morning. I don't know if that means my body is just resilient or whatever, but anyways, that situation was fine. And about the worst I can say about it is that we also had to pay for valet. There wasn't really an easy way to pay for my car since I helped carpool some people, so a little expensive. $55 a night expensive. So, yeah. Yeah, I will be going over everything Inc. Most of what you see here is going to be pins. I am a pin fiend. At 400 followers, which I think we are 1 follower away from, I want to show off my entire pin collection. And then I will be putting on each of the pins that I have from here. Not because I have like specifically been waiting till I hit the follow goal, but I just haven't done that yet. And I have even a couple others that from the past 2 months that I have gotten. So, but yeah, I think the stay was fine. You know, we got breakfast in the mornings. In general, like the hotel itself was worth it. The room was just okay, and the valet, ugh, it was $55 a night, so it ended up being like $165 after the fact. But I was able to split that with my buddy because he is the goat. Beyond that, getting to the convention is fine as well. The walk to actually get there was probably somewhere around 15-ish minutes. And we could have gone to a couple different places to try and ride a bus, but not only was it raining most of the weekend, but also, like, if we are waiting on a bus, you don't know that it's going to come. So in the mornings, we ended up trying to make a walk if we could, and then in the evenings, if it was raining, or if it was just super late and, you know, we didn't want to stay out, we ended up using Uber or Lyft or whatever. Anything else I can think of? Like, outside of, like, the convention, really? We did go eat at a place that was very delicious. It had Korean, it was a chicken restaurant with a Korean mix. They had a bunch of other like traditional Korean dishes, but that's the thing like that they have on the front of their menu and everything. And it was very good. The batter they used was delicious. It was it was almost more like a shell as opposed to like the traditional breading that's, you know, that you just coat a chicken tender with. It reminded me more like a sweet and sour chicken or General Tso's chicken, where it almost is like a shell. So very, very good. Paper Mario, yeah, you'll hear a bunch of themes from games that I really love in this soundtrack. Speaking of which, Mother 3. None of y'all probably know this song. It's a goated song. But yeah, it was delicious. That's all I had. Like, I ate the chicken that was there. You know, I could have ordered fries and everything else, but all of that was like extra money. I'm like, nah, I could just eat the chicken. And guess what? That had filled me up perfectly. Didn't have to take any leftovers. Yeah, batter coating. Yeah, it was very, very good. I also made sure to get it a little spicy. So it had a little heat, but that made it even more delicious. You're able to peep top 8 watching top 8 right now, man. It's hard to reply on mobile. Yo, top 8 of Momo. I wish I was there in person to have watched that, but we were just doing other things at the time. We love the rain here. Public transit sounds as reliable as usual. Yeah, I mean, well, we get a fair bit of rain where we live too, but because, you know, of just the living situation and everything, you know, I'll usually have a car wherever I'm going. And if I were to like travel somewhere, I actually try not to use Lyft or Uber if I can avoid it. But in that situation, just valeting or keeping the car in the valet made more sense, because there's not really a place to park outside that wouldn't also cost money. And then we have like one person who is parked next to the convention center who did have a parking pass that for a couple days, but that required them to walk there or already get a Lyft or Uber over there to then get the car, then to drive it back, it was too much. So just doing that was much more simple. Beyond that, the actual convention itself, very good. Day one was overwhelming to say the least. I remember from prior years, Momocon, like, you know, they have essentially 4 levels to the convention, like 4 floors. And while not every floor is just decked to the brim in, you know, merchandise and whatever, they usually do have all of those rooms doing some sort of event, whether that's like, I don't know, like a knitting class or something along the lines of an anime watch through thing that they just leave on a projector. They also had karaoke, which we got to hear a couple times because we were in adjacent rooms, and, you know, the results were varying there. But the big thing to talk about, and the thing that most people go to a convention for, is the merch. Go to the vendor hall, go to the artist alley, buy yourself some nice stuff. So the vendor hall this year was apparently the largest it's ever been. Pretty much took up the entirety of one of the buildings, which I am saying this, I do not know this as a fact. According to somebody, was as long as 2 football fields. Probably a little bit less if I, you know, made a guesstimate, but it was a huge room. Absolutely enormous. The rows had like were almost in a grid like that had like 3 giant gaps, and in each gap you probably had no more than 3 vendors dedicated to it. So like 9 vendors per column. And then, oh, actually, no, I can math that out properly. So if there were about 9 vendors per column, and there was, oh my God. Okay. Is that number right? Let me check my math. Okay. Yes, my math was correct. So that was about 288 individual like booths, like roughly per row. Now there were some booths that were particularly large, so more accurately if you really wanted to like shave that number down, probably more like 225. But like when I tell you that you walk past a row and then like you come back to that same row and then you see something that you've never seen before, it is overwhelming, needless to say. So an absolutely insane number of boosts to visit, with all sorts of temptations. But let's go over the merch here for day one. So we got some Dr. Stone volumes. This was the series of manga that I'm collecting right now, my first ever physical manga series that I was collecting for. And this is actually the remainder of the volumes that I was trying to collect. So 7, 10, I want to say this was 16, 21, 22. This might actually be 23. And then I found 24 at like a random convention, 25, and then 26. And there's a total of 27 volumes. And I have them all now. They're on a shelf. I don't think I shared that picture in here, but it feels very good to have them all. And I got these at a very good price. Most volumes, if you were to find them in stores, are $10, maybe 12. But they were running a deal at most of the places that I visited where if you bought a volume of manga, there wasn't like a specific number you had to buy. It was just 20% off. So I ended up buying each of these volumes at a discounted price from the MSRP. Came out cheaper than how I would have if I just went to a store to buy them. So that feels good. Let's go ahead and get into the stuff that nobody else cares about but me. I bought Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. This is the Japanese copy. You'll see the NTSTJ here is denoting that it is actually a Japanese copy. You got Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories Ultimania. This is what I think is a guide for Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories in Japanese. You don't really see these very often, so this was something where it's like, okay, it's Kingdom Hearts related. I kind of feel like I have to grab it. And then we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Legendary Modern decks. This is just something that gives me a whole lot of staples and 2 pretty decent decks to play with if I ever wanted to go back to a tournament to compete. And then there's like this one in here, which I think is X-Saber, which is like just okay. And there's this this Dark Magician Girl thing. I'll talk about this in a second, but or what it's related to. But this was just kind of a goofy illustration that I really liked, kind of more along the lines of Toon Dark Magician Girl. And I don't really have much Yu-Gi-Oh merch, so a nice little keychain there. I've learned Japanese. I'm really like genuinely thinking about it because a Japan trip in my future has kind of been pushed up sooner than I would have thought. Next year would be really nice, but we'll see how the funds are going there. So now to talk about literally the biggest collection of thing that I got while I was at the convention. What typically happens is I collect a whole crap load of pins. So first off, we got these buttons down here that were literally $1 a piece. Or I think it was that a button was normally $2, but if you bought 3, it was $3. And I was like, yeah, let me just go ahead and do this. So ended up getting this Poliwag button, looked really cute. And then I got this Pikmin one where he's picked up $1, but they don't have the concept of currency, so he's looking confused. Thought that one was cute. And then of course Flareon, love that. News to us, a Japan trip next year. Y'all talking about it so much has made me think about it more. I don't want to, put a specific date on that because I really don't have a time in mind. But in terms of like learning Japanese and doing some preparation for it, yes, I have definitely been considering it. Also, Rekka losing a big monument for him, which is it's the Unicorn Gundam, right? Like that being lost and it like being taken down soon is insane. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, but what if like that happened to something else and I don't get to go over there before I have the chance? So I'm trying to find an opportunity to go there soon. Probably won't happen this year. I probably wouldn't have enough time to take off that would make it very worthwhile to me. But all the same. Also, if I wanted to visit like the Nintendo Museum or something, you have to enter a raffle for that. Anyways, So, beyond that, we've got pins. Crap load of pins here at the top. So, the first thing I will go over is this little Poogie keychain. It's more like a charm. A buddy of mine really wanted to do a little opening of this since this was a mystery bag. You actually see this right here. I did not mean to take a picture of that, but there it was. So it is a blind bag where you get a couple different Poogie designs, and I managed to get the Poogie design. That's what I assume is pretty much the classic design. Like besides the diaper that he sometimes wears, the blue and the blue stripes is the one I also get to see a lot. So I like a lot of these. Yes. So a lot of these are very, very nice pins. I was very enthusiastic to see most of them. There are so many vendors there that had a bajillion pins, and I just had to I really had to pick and choose what I wanted. So there are a couple of pins that I will skip here for a reason, but I'll start over here with Sergio's. Super great pin. This one that's a little bit hidden here is a Gold Rathian. There is a specific pin vendor that I visit every year. This one in particular that I like to get a pin from. 3 if I feel like I have the money. And Sergio's and a Gold Rathian was on the list. Ended up getting the 3rd pin for my buddy, and he got Astalos. Some blind bag stuff, and couldn't get what they wanted. Oh no. Well, see, here's the thing. I didn't go in with any expectations, so I was like fine with whatever I got. But you know what? Classic Pookie's pretty good. If I was going to get anyone, that's a safe pick. I'll wait on ads really quick since I know that ink here is not sub. Oh, also Empress is not sub, so we're good. You can just name me as Cole. Mr. I like Kiwis. Went to the vendor with him, and he's the one who ended up choosing Astalos. So I've got a Sergio's pen, and I've got a Gold Rathian pen here, kind of hidden, and then an Astalos pen for I like Kiwis. By the way, if you want to look them up, again, I've bought a bajillion pins from this person. All the Dwagons. All the Dwagons. They have an insane lineup of different dragons from a whole bunch of media. Pokemon, Monster Hunter. I think they had stuff from like a bunch of television shows like Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. They have so many cute designs. I absolutely love them. And they're very much in our like central area of the south of the United States. It seems like they make a pretty big roundabout to these different places. Have bought from them time to time. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So moving on here, we've got an Entei pin. Absolutely incredible looking. It had like this, what is it? Stained glass thing in the background that looked very striking behind him. Just a very, not edgy design, but it's got very sharp edges to it. I thought that was really cool. So I went ahead and grabbed one of these. And I have a basil pen that I bought. I do not have like a basil geese pen already. So this is one that I thought was really cool to pick up. It's a little hard to tell, but he is like looking up. This is his face right here where I'm circling. And then I've got a nice Palico getting kind of ran over by a bomb. Some Schmeat. Got some Bunny Dongo and Poogie again. In the same attire, wouldn't you know? So, you'll notice there are a couple of pins I skipped here. This is because there was a vendor there were 4 vendors to be exact, that were doing a stamp rally. So if you bought things at all 4 vendors, you went to this other one, you ended up getting a prize, which was a wooden pin set for Mouse Hunter. So the first one we got over here is Namiel. Big favorite, or a big fan of this one, but a huge favorite of I Like Kiwis. Then we got Mizu here. Very cute design. We got a Palico in the Kieran armor. We got the Pickle. And then Amatsu. Don't feel like I see a very lot of Amatsu sort of design anywhere. So this is a very good pickup. I can't really say like I'm personally the biggest fan of Amatsu, but because it's so rare, I did like that it was a part of the collection. Kieran will never not look nice, correct. Even though Kieran is a absolute freaking headache to fight. Anyways, they say pin, but now I see it's pin. Yes, pins. My bad if you've ever been confused about that. So yep, this was the collection from day one. This is the most that I spent at the convention for sure. All the same though, I was very glad with each of my purchases because this legendary modern deck's very hard to find elsewhere. The guy I bought it from selling it at MSRP. Yeah, like it's not like I was expecting a discount, you know, just have the thing there at the price that it's supposed to be and I'll buy it. All right. All right. Moving on to day 2. We have another one of the Kingdom Hearts guides that I actually passed this up on the first day and it was still there. Then I just read your thing. We'll leave that to the end. We'll leave that to the end. Went to a place and a buddy showed me this and I'm like, I think I'll pass on it. Didn't realize that it was only $13. It's really not that expensive. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and grab it. No extend stream for you. Very glad we went on Thursday because things would sell fast. Yes, there was probably a chance that a lot of the stuff that we were looking for would have sold out. Which again, it seems like vendors are kind of prepared for this. They have a whole lot of things to restock. But there were a lot of times where on Saturday I was seeing things already sold out, which is just insane. Ugh. Guys, I'm yapping a whole lot, but please stay hydrated. It's very important. Make sure you have yourself some water, but tea or juice will also suffice. So now I also want to talk about this Kirby plush here. This is one of my favorite Kirby copy abilities, and it has like 0 merch. But they did do a collection where they basically made a plush version of all of the copy abilities. I have been looking for this one, at least in person at conventions, for probably about 8 years. And I never found it. And this is the one where I found it. And I told myself, like, I can't leave without him. He also was a pretty decent price, so I wasn't paying like an oodle amount of cash for him, thankfully. I have no idea what this Kirby ability is. It is from Kirby's Squeak Squad, and it is the Animal ability. Animal was an ability that has not really returned in any other Kirby game. Probably for a good reason. It wasn't particularly useful, and it was part of a slight gimmick. There was dirt patches that you could dig into in some levels, and so it lets you either dig or drill through them. You know, if there aren't really things like that in future Kirby games, then why is there a reason for you to return the ability? Probably not. But it's one of the more cute Kirby ones because he's literally turned into a furry little guy. And Squeak Squad is my favorite Kirby game. So that and like the Bubble Kirby copy ability, I would love to have those. I don't even know if there is a plush of the Bubble one, but assuming that this collection literally recreated all of them, I assume that Ghost Kirby and Bubble has a plush somewhere. I would have to look that up. But just for this little guy, I was super excited when I saw him, and I said, I can't leave without you. So that was about $20, I'm pretty sure. And then we've got 3 posters here, which was by an artist who I had never seen before, and they had some pretty incredible work. So what they did is they made a full collection of posters for absolutely every single character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and they ended up making these very stylized, like I almost want to say diagrams of each of the moves. So right here you've got PK Geyser for Lucas, Blazing End for Pyra, and then Hurricane Blast for Sora. You'll notice at the bottom it also has the what I want to say command, the input that you need for creating that move and using it in a match. But they also included the actual description from in-game in the corner. So if you ever go to the hint section of Smash, which again, the odds of you ever doing this is very low, but before a match, you'll also see these hints will show up, and they just basically copy and pasted this here next to this. Just a very, very cool thing. Also shows the actual character name, the move, and the first appearance of them. And they have this for every single character. One of the coolest spreads I've ever seen. If I knew that I had more wall space, I would probably have bought a couple more. But these are the 3 characters that I really vibe with the most in Smash Ultimate, so I went ahead and grabbed them all. Sora, because the dude's a fan of Kingdom Hearts as well, like ya boy, ended up creating 3 of these posters. He created one for Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora, which was Faraga, Hurricane Blast, which was this one for Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora, and then he also made Sonic Blade for Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora. So There's also a future in which I go back to him to buy KH1 and KH3, but for just about every other character, they had a singular one. In this case, of course, Pyro and Mithra, since they are two characters technically, there was one for Pyro and there was one for Mithra. So yeah, they did a whole lot of work on this. They had a bunch of other cool, like 3D printed stuff that looked really nice. But these were definitely what I was there for looking at. And I hope to find some frames for these because these look very nice. But this basically was the damage for day 2. You'll definitely see that as we go down, there were less and less things for me to buy, which was good because I was spending a lot of money. But day 3, we got a shirt to commemorate the thing. I do like the hero shirts typically. They have a hero and villain mascot for the conventions. And so I went ahead and got the hero shirt and the pin. So buying these together was 25 bucks. I was very, very surprised. Because normally a shirt like this on its own would be 25 bucks. I don't know if it's just something where they, made so many ahead of time that they were able to get a huge discount on some sort of like production deal. But yeah, these two for 25, a steal. And then I also ended up getting a Jirachi pin that I saw that I just could not pass up on. I absolutely love Jirachi. And so getting a little guy was in my future. For me, the first like 2 to 3 days are rough on the wall, and the after is better, like near nothing. Yeah, typically. I mean, because fact of the matter is that when you get there, you want to spend money on the stuff that you know that you want. We went in with a list basically on what all we were looking for, and I didn't find everything that I was particularly looking for. I'd say the only thing I accomplished was getting the full Dr. Stone volumes, which is still good. That is a success. So, recognize the packaging for Jirachi, I think. So this is by, what is this, Bonnie's? Yeah, Bonnie's Lab. So this is by a pin vendor who I don't think I've bought from before, but they had a huge selection, and I couldn't walk away. So I ended up going ahead and buying it. And then on the final day, I was really hoping I wouldn't find things to buy. There were plenty of things that I probably could have walked with, but a lot of it was like over $100, and I'm just like, no, I can't be spending that much. So, final thing we found. There were these 3 pins I found on Saturday that I said, okay, let's see what the damage is that I've done. I'll come back and see if I feel like I have this in the budget. I did, so I bought all 3. They usually have that deal where it's like buy 3, get $5 off or something like that. So that's what I ended up doing for this vendor, and I do really, really like these pins. Of course, Jirachi was a part of it. Latios also like these Pokemon, and then God of War, Oralts, and Curlia. Nice one there. And then, the thing I had no idea even existed, I went to a vendor looking at figures. Well, they had a lot of gaming stuff there primarily. But apparently, Kingdom Hearts had some licensed, like, old action figures. I feel like I have seen them in passing when it comes to just looking stuff up about Kingdom Hearts and the merchandising, but this in particular, I had no idea existed. So I told myself I probably should go ahead and get it because I would like a corner for Kingdom Hearts, dedicated to it eventually. And these two, Genie and Bandit, that's the name of this Heartless right here that I'm circling, is some of the first merch I've seen in general like this. If you look at the back of the box, which I did not take a picture of, they apparently had a full 6 sets of these sort of figures. So I guess I'm going to have to keep an eye out for these in the future. But I'm in no rush to particularly get them. This was just, it was $30. And I was thinking to myself in the back of my head, I'm like, let me check eBay listing. The eBay listing for these, especially if they were sealed, was around 50 bucks, if not a little bit more expensive. So I told myself, the box is a little bit worn, things like that. But all things considered, they're preserved really well. So I want to go ahead and pick that up so that way, when I do eventually get a little bit more space for a larger collection dedicated to Kingdom Hearts, that'll be sitting there. Did you get that after we left? I don't remember that. Yes, I was walking around with Rekka, and so what happened is we went by the game booth, and I ended up seeing this on the wall next to another Kingdom Hearts figure, and I was like, wait, that's also Kingdom Hearts related. So I asked the lady, I said, hey, is the number price I'm saying on that, which was $30 correct? She said yes. I said I would like to buy it. She said awesome. So I went ahead, got a credit card, bump, and paid my dues. So you want to know the money I spent? I won't give you an exact number, but just on merch alone, like at the vendor hall doing things, it was just shy of $500. I spent a lot of money. A lot of money. Part of that I included might have been some of the food that I grabbed there while I was there, because I'm pretty sure at the chicken place I might have included that. But I mean, it was like, I don't know, $16 for me at the end. But yeah, put in a pretty big dent. Now, granted, it could have done a whole lot worse. For all of the stuff that I did buy, I feel like for $500, I came away with quite a lot. You know, finished out my manga volumes, ended up getting a whole crap ton of pins, got just a bunch of Kingdom Hearts memorabilia that I really liked, Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I mean, I know most people don't care about that, but found something that is hard for me to find in stores, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Some posters for the future, Kirby plush, which I don't think I was able to prop him. Oh no, he's up there. You can't see him because I'm not in the full on the full cam, but he's actually up there on that shelf. I need to do a lot of rearranging my shelves right now. That'll probably be a thing I'll do tomorrow. Yeah, in terms of all the merchandise I got, I don't feel like I overspent on anything. So that is the good news. I didn't like... Okay, here's one thing I can say. One of the things that I wanted to grab while I was there that I ended up not leaving with is I wanted a Yu-Gi-Oh figure. I did not have a figure in mind, but I want to rearrange a whole bunch of my shelves, make one for Pokemon, make one for Yu-Gi-Oh. And so wanted something that's like pretty modest, nothing more than about $50. So there is a figure called Valkyrie's Apprentice. It is a, actually I could probably just show y'all. It is a card that looks a whole lot like, let's see, can I hide this? Yes. Valkyrie. Oh well, if I can spell Valkyrie. Figure. I still spelled Valkyrie's Apprentice wrong. Is that not her name? Oh, Magician's Valkyria. Alright, well, I'm just wrong. I think it might be this one. Yes. So this is the figure that I was looking for. It's not like... It's really not that large. It's pretty small. But I really like this character because it was one of the first Yu-Gi-Oh cards I ever opened. I never even knew that this existed before I found it at the convention. So I was like, oh, okay. That's cool. So I walked past a vendor and they had it out, like just the actual statue just sitting on the table, and it was $35. I said, okay, let me walk around the rest of the convention hall, come back to it, see if I want it. So Friday goes by, or Thursday goes by, Friday comes along, and I'm like, okay, I've taken a good look. Let me go back to that vendor and see if they still have it. They don't. It's been sold. It was $35. So I'm like, okay, there are probably other places around that'll have it. And that was the that was the case. That was the truth. Unfortunately for me, this figure was like no more than $50 everywhere else. I was like, what are we talking about? So let me do this. Fix this. Oh, well, so this is the 1/7 scale. This isn't the one I'm talking about. Hold on. What was it? Equals. Yeah, no, that is a very large figure. Hold up. This one's the one I'm talking about. So like we saw plenty of these boxes around. Yeah, she was like priced $50 and up at every other stand. And I'm like, why are we doing this? For what purpose? But yeah, this was a like in general, like you'll see here, this is a eBay listing and it shows up for $37.99. So like that's the average price, you know, a little bit less maybe. And the lowest place I found it at was $45. And then there was a place that had a couple that had it for $50 and it was Sunday. And I said, hey, do you think that you could take a little bit off of this to get it closer to 40? And they said, sorry, we don't normally do discounts. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm glad that they even entertained the idea, but that's, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, it was kind of ridiculous to see that. I think if I check this one, yeah, you get these two figures for like $66. So I'd like, it is a little unfortunate. I didn't end up leaving with anything Yu-Gi-Oh related. All things considered though, you know, it is not anything that I by any means needed. And fact of the matter is I probably should organize the shelf first to see that I have the shelf space for that figure. But again, it's not very large. I did not even know, honestly, that this figure was a thing. So that kind of does make me think about it. But it also was a 1/7 scale, which means it is absolutely massive. I don't know if I care that much. So we'll see. But yeah, a little sad that I didn't leave with that. There were a whole bunch of other figures, Dark Magician, Blue Eyes White Dragon. There was one of my protagonist guy, Jaden Yuki. Problem was he was $220. Didn't want to spend that much on him. So, you know, it is what it is. But if I decide down the line I want it, it seems like I could get it much cheaper at like, you know, other resellers like eBay, probably other things like, what is this, like Toys One Japan, any of these other specialty places that have figures. Because I'm pretty sure the size of the figure would match one of the ones that are typically in those crane games. So yeah, sad, a little bit of a sad story when it comes to that, but that was one less thing that I spent money on, which is probably good, probably for the best. So just shy $500, 500 big ones. And of course that didn't include all the stuff that I had to pay for valet and hotel and also gas. Gas was also going to be a pretty big pain in the rear since we had to drive, but you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. But anyways, let's go back since I am not done yapping, even though you guys might want me to be done yapping. Regrettably for you, I am not done yapping. So, turn back here, get to talk a little bit about the faces I met. Really only like 3. Better than me, I usually spend about 700 to 800 a con. That's fine. If you go in with that expectation, I think that's completely okay. It is just that I am very, very averse to spending more than $100 on something that I did not plan to buy. So, there were plenty of things on there that was very expensive that I would have bought had I seen it. I said earlier that I made a list of things, and guess what? Kingdom Hearts stuff was on there. Oh my gosh, is that surprising to anybody? Some of the consoles that I am missing is that there's a Game Boy Advance for a themed Game Boy Advance that is Kingdom Hearts that was Japan only, and then there was a 3DS Kingdom Hearts that was also Japan only. So you really can't really find those anywhere other than resellers, and they're selling them for like oodles of cash. So I thought maybe if I found it there, that I might go ahead and pick it up. If it was in the box, I would probably have to take a second look at it just to see if it was, you know, if I was spending like $300, $400 more if I just get it like out of the box. But never saw any of them. So despite the fact that there were a lot of places that actually had genuine Japanese consoles and just memorabilia in general, like those Kingdom Hearts guides I showed you earlier, I was hoping that that one was going to have it, but it didn't. It is what it is. We have a whole body. Sometimes I forget because I only see you on cam like this. I mean, I'm a real person. As far as you know, I'm a real person. So this pick doesn't really have a lot of context, but this is Harada-san. So if you don't know who Harada is, he is a Japanese game developer who pretty much within like the 2-3 months before the convention was announced. And I was already locked in to go, but he was going to be there, and he is the developer, or he was the director, and then pretty much for the latter half of the series, co-director of the Tekken series. Also helped co-direct the Soul Calibur series. Two very big games. They are like incredible in the fighting game space, and I knew that I had to get something signed. So, what did Mr. Born and Brawler bring to get the Tekken creator and the Soul Calibur creator to sign? I got him to sign a Pokemon game. So their team was also asked by Bandai Namco to create a Pokken fighting game called Pokken Tournament. Very mixed reviews on this game. I don't really know that it is very fondly seen as like one that will stand the test of time. There are a bunch of people who want a sequel of it, and I enjoyed my time with it. But all things considered, we're not really saying anything from that, and now he has since left the company and started his own studio called VS Studios over at SNK. That just happened also a month ago. So it was really weird how all of it just came up and happened. Good old Pokken Tournament. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the game. There was a lot of cheese in that game, but it was still fun. It is a good time, is what I'll say. So, pretty alright game, but super awesome to have gotten this signed. I actually went back in his line a second time because I was waiting there with Rekka. He wanted to get a copy of Soul Calibur 4 signed since that was a sort of, not childhood game for him, but at least one that he had fond memories of because he played the demo of it. So yeah, I ended up getting to see him a second time. I got a signature on my badge, and I didn't take a picture of that, but also a very cool signature, pretty similar to this one. Now, talking a little bit about the panel he was at. There was an interpreter for him, who was actually a voice actor who I think is Nina in Tekken. I did not know this, that she was basically a interpreter who kind of followed her around, but yeah, she was there. She did an excellent job, very funny personality. There was another person there, I think his name was Ben. Did I include him in the picture? No. I actually did take a picture of all of them, but I guess I excluded Ben on this thing. Sorry, Ben. I think he was an interpreter who was basically at the convention, so not necessarily part of Harada's group. But they had a very good and insightful panel, which I think you can actually watch. Momocon does a lot of streaming for their big events. And so if I had to guess, you can probably see this on YouTube or somewhere else. I don't know how quickly they usually get out the VODs for that, but this one was a very good panel. Our buddy Rekka did get to ask a question, and you would hear him towards the very end, but all in all, super, super fun event to be at. Then we got what was probably my favorite thing of the convention, the Runaway Guys. Don't know if you guys know these folks, but they have been around the internet space for a long time. I mean, a long, long time. Back in around 2010, 2011, when I was first really wanting to make content on YouTube, these were the guys who were doing things. On the very left here, it'll be Nintendo Capri-san. In the middle, this is Chugga Conroy. And on the very right, this is Proton John, who has since gone through some transitioning and is now Claire. So, liked to properly meet them and go to their panel, which is Throne Controllers. So, I have been to a Throne Controllers panel before. Not over here, that's completely fine. These guys did Let's Play content, so if you really were not following like Nintendo Sphere back in the day, not watching Nintendo videos and walkthroughs and stuff like that, probably skipped by that. That's completely fine. But they have been doing this for a long time. And so I wanted to see them again. Throne Controllers panel, I think I went back to in 2014. And then more than a decade later was my next time going to that panel. So it was a very, 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 very long time since I'd gotten to see them in person. And they absolutely did a fantastic job during the show. Despite some, I think, slight technical issues that they had, they were all excellent performers up on stage. And the thing that they run is called Throne Controllers, which is an interactive game show with the, what do I want to say, chat, with the crowd. Basically, everybody got a ticket as they were entering, and if they called out your number, they would ask you to line up to be at the mic to answer a bunch of video game trivia. Most of it was, you know, general trivia, asking like when a game might have come out, who's this character silhouette from a game, which funnily enough, one of those was Mother 3. I kind of had a pop off of my seat. I had to be silent because I didn't want to give it away. But it was an excellent show. Absolutely incredible. The prize for it was incredible too, because it was a Switch 2 and like 3 games for it. So pretty big deal if you won. Twitch build? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Talking about me? You're talking about somebody else. Anyways. So the show itself was very, very good, but they did end up doing a meet and greet. They did not have proper signings scheduled on the like full Momocon list because they were not, I guess, important enough or whatever. But they were able to meet with some people after it. You want to call the audience chat? Yes. That is fair. That is a fair assumption. I mean, I just say chat whenever because I think it's funny, but yeah, in this instance, my brain was literally trying to go back to Twitch. So, me and my buddy, I like Kiwis, really, really wanted to meet them because they were a huge part of our childhood growing up. While, you know, watching any of their Let's Plays that came out, there were so many funny moments that we still quote to this day. So I ended up going to get some things signed. Nintendo Capri Sun, Tim, he, a long time ago, I want to say maybe 2013, he did some fan mail openings, and I actually sent in some stuff and saw it get open on his video. However, there was one piece of art that I drew for him that never got sent. So, gave that to him, asked him to sign it. Mr. Trigger Conroy recently completed a Let's Play of Kingdom Hearts, had him sign one of the very many Kingdom Hearts cards that I had opened. Basically just asked him, hey, there's a Sora card I would like you to sign. I'm very glad that you went ahead and Let's Played it. I'm looking forward to if you do Kingdom Hearts 2. And then Claire here, I have an ancient shirt. I'm talking like super old, probably 2014. If I had to guess, maybe 2015. I got a shirt from Twitch. Yes, Twitch. They used to have little sponsored creator sections where you could list merchandise, you know, make t-shirts and some other apparel like hats and stuff like that. I ended up getting her shirt of her mascot, which I guess basically is still her mascot at the moment, called the Wesker Egg. Says, you will give me an egg. Apparently an unused line, I think, from Resident Evil 5. But in recent years, recent year, maybe, whenever she makes her Twitch VOD highlights, there's a crack in the egg. I don't know if that symbolizes anything in particular, but I showed her the shirt, said, could you please draw the crack on the egg? Now that, you know, she has since transitioned and it seems like she might be rebranding soon. So I was very, 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 very glad to get that because I think that will be a good piece of memorabilia. I don't plan on wearing the shirt. It's all, again, it's like ancient and it has been kind of put through the ringer, but nice to have that. And the final thing I did is that the last time I did see these three, I ended up asking them to sign a copy of Mother 3. It is one that is on this shelf over here. And you know what? Hold on. Oh, this is like one of the very few things I can show because I actually had it prepared. Now I'll go into full screen so that way you can actually see what I'm showing you. So I have this plastic case that has their signatures from back in 2014 when I first saw them. And then now when obviously I saw them next. It was very cool to get it. Now on this camera, it's not going to be very noticeable, but this is black ink for the old one and blue ink for the new signatures. And it seems like most of them usually put a signature underneath the old one, which it seems like I think John may have put hers above, Chugga put his below, and then Tim put his below. So, again, really cool to have gotten this signed again. 2014, so over a decade ago. Yes, you can just say I'm old, alright? I feel like most of us can at least be called old here. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the desktop. There we go. Ugh. But yes, an excellent thing to have gotten signed again. Again, I'm just like nerding out here about just these guys who have been such a incredible influence in my life. Part of the reason why I have any motivation to do content creation in general. They have been such a positive influence to both me, my friend, and I imagine the hundreds of other people who are also there to see them get things signed, you know, just talk with them. And all of them were amazing. I do really appreciate them. I want to try and make like a social media post about it. I don't know if that would like bug them or bother them or anything, but in any case, just very glad that I got to see him once again. And I'm sure that my buddy, I Like Kiwis, aka Josh, was just as like enthralled with getting to see Throne controllers for the first time, because for him, he'd only ever seen it through recordings, like whatever they had for the conventions. So he was there in person for the first time. And the final person I saw is going to be pretty far out there. Like, it is kind of weird also that you might see this guy. Hopefully he's okay with pictures. There are a bunch of like videos out there of him already, so I think he would have probably, you know, said otherwise if he was uncomfortable with it. But I got to meet Heavenly Father. So in the VTuber space, I really don't stick around a whole lot. Of course, know a lot of VTuber and PNG YouTuber adjacent people who I have a very dear friendship with and do appreciate. But in terms of actually going out of my way to watch a lot of VTuber content, I'd really say the most that's really encroached into my interest is probably Neurosama and a little bit of Iron Mouse. But Heavenly, over the past year, and probably like maybe more like a year and a half, just his clips pop up on my YouTube feed and they are so out of pocket. I absolutely love his like energy that he brings to things. He's also like just a really positive guy. You know, usually he does a lot of shit talking, but at the end of it, he's just like, you're beautiful. Mwah. So very glad that I got to meet him. I didn't get anything signed. I just wanted to get a, basically a picture with him, tell him that, hey, I think what he's doing is amazing. And that, you know, I want to make sure that, he knew that among the probably a dozen other people who were back behind us in line, you know, that what he does is impactful. It means a lot. So Heavenly, great guy to talk to. I specifically brought up the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 video that he was in with Badger. And one of the things, spoiler alert, by the way, one of the things that happens in that video is that basically Badger set it up that they would be fighting in the tournament for a pair of shoes and $50. Well, later on, it was $50,000 and then a pair of Air Jordan Air Forces, which are very expensive. I'm pretty sure those on their own are like $400. All of them had no idea. So they're like fighting in this tournament that's like, oh God, like we're actually fighting for something. And, you know, he basically reiterated that. He said, yeah, when we figured that out, like the pressure was on. He didn't end up winning it in the end, but there's the buddy Mickey, who ended up winning the entire tournament, did share $1,000 with every single buddy who was there at the tournament. So, you know, he came away with a pretty good sum regardless. Sounds like it was still a fun event too. But I wanted to bring that up and say, hey, that was my introduction to you. Since then, I've been following your stuff. You're a really funny guy, and I just appreciate all you do. You know, he gave me a thumbs up. Now, granted, Kumi was like right next to his booth. I was not about to wait in that line. I'm also not as big a fan of Kumi, even though that she also has some pretty out-of-pocket clips. But very glad that I got to see Heavenly while I was there. DM me the pics from the TRG meet and greet if you want to show those off. I will probably have to hide the screen just to make sure I don't dox anybody, but we shall see. Let me go ahead and back out here. And then finally, just a couple of general pictures. This was a picture of us basically just sitting in a line for the vendor hall on Friday. Very long line. I was like, oh my God. Because we were there probably 15 minutes before it was opening, and it was wrapping all the way around this room. It was gigantic. There was even like a larger hallway that you had to continue to that is off screen. So it was incredible, like how organized. They tried to keep the line. So, LineCon, yes. Especially for the vendor hall. That's how it's always going to be. The next picture is of a Uma Musume panel that I got asked to hang out with Rekka at. And this is Mambo. Had to show off Mambo. During that same panel, they had a Price is Right basically session where they asked about this tissue box, about how much it was. Also has Mambo on it. So, had to get those pics for Icy and all of the other Uma fans. And then the final picture that I feel like I really want to share is this Lucio cosplayer. Beautiful man. Absolutely crushed it with this cosplay. I in the future, have considered cosplaying Lucio. It makes me a little uncomfortable because I'm not the same race. And I don't want to, like, misrepresent myself. That I'm, like, doing something intentionally, like, bad, like whitewashing. I know that the sphere around cosplaying is generally pretty accepting, but yeah, I wanted to make sure that if I ever did it in the future, I would probably ask a bunch of people like how acceptable that is. But I do like genuinely really love the character. So this, if I ever found like just a bunch of money that I want to spend in the future, that'd probably be one of the cosplays I'd like to do. But this isn't where the story ends. So we are in front of this person's booth. Carolina, I don't remember her last name. Voice of Sombra. This guy, when I first saw him, was getting a signature from her. And so I'm like, okay, when he's done, I will ask him for a photo. Because I do not usually take pictures of a bunch of cosplayers. I don't like asking them to stop because I know that they probably got somewhere they want to be. But because he was wrapping up, I said, okay, let me see if I can grab a photo. Just know it did not go like how I planned. So I'm in the line, or not, I'm not really in the line. I was gonna get a signature. So he ends up walking up, and I give him a little time to walk away. And I said, hey, I really think that your cosplay's cool. Would you have a second for me to take a picture of you? And he's like, yeah, man, that's awesome. What's not pictured here is he's also holding two giant bags, like plastic bags, and like a couple fingers. And he has his gun basically cradled in his arm like this. So he starts leaning down to put down the bags. Guess what also starts coming down? His other arm comes down. He isn't able to catch it. And the gun drops to the floor and falls apart. And so my immediate reaction is, cause like, I just wanted a picture. I didn't want all this. So his gun basically like falls into pieces. So I end up, it actually like rolls underneath this table right here. So this very front part of it ends up rolling down there. I end up getting on my hands and knees, picking it up for him, and then handing it back to him. And so he, I guess, however it was 3D printed, it actually has magnets in it, so it stuck back together pretty okay. But you'll notice there's some pretty noticeable damage here. So I was very, 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 very sad that that ended up happening. But he said that he said it was broken already. I don't know if he was just telling me that to like make me feel better, but I want to say that actually like broke part of the prop. But beyond that, I like was holding his bags. While that was happening, no more than 3 other groups of people came up to him and said, hey dude, your Lucio cosplay is awesome. Can I get a picture? So I'm sitting here in the corner with his like 2 bags of merch or whatever, as he's taking these pictures. And like 3 other people, they probably had no idea what just transpired. And they're just taking a picture with him like. And so all that happens, I say, don't worry about getting, you know, a selfie with me. I just want to take a picture of the cosplay. Took a picture, handed his bags back, said, you're awesome. And then left it at that. I don't know your name. I didn't ask because we were not, you know, we weren't like getting chummy, and I was very, very embarrassed after the whole scenario that unfolded. Super cool guy. Like, again, I was kind of, my brain was in shambles at what had transpired, but he took it very well. You did this? No, I did do this. I did. You don't say JK, JK. It literally happened. So, of like the things that I will probably remember from this convention, I will definitely remember that I sabotaged Lucio Overwatch and made him break the frickin' made him break his sound gun. But it was still a very funny interaction. The voice actor saw it all transpire, and she was also super nice. She's like, wait, she's like, do you guys know each other? You should be friends now. I'm like, no, this guy just ran into somebody who got his attention and then indirectly broke his stuff. So, but let me go ahead and see if I can hide this really quick. So that way I can get the picture from my buddy ready. Okay, here we go. I believe we should be good. Okay, so this is the picture with the TRG crew. Chugga on the far left, got Claire in the middle pointing, then Tim pointing with a Sharpie. I guess he just brought that over by accident, and then me just mimicking them. There was also this first picture that I did where I did a thumbs up, and then I immediately realized that they were pointing, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should do that. Good thing here, Emil was the odd one out, because then otherwise I would have felt very, very bad that I didn't like play along. But fact of the matter is, I love the picture. Super cool guys. Again, just very, 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 very glad that I got to talk to him and basically take a trip down memory lane, as it were. All right, let me add this. And I want to really say that's probably about the most that I can include. Because I do have a couple more pictures that I could probably put. A lot of them were a little personal, so I don't know if I should share absolutely everything. But just a very, very, very fun time. Is there like an image that I can return to kind of talk on a little bit? Let's put it back on this one. The pick outside the women's restroom. Hey, that's fine. But yeah, very, 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 very glad that I went to this Momocon. I had a little bit of regret that I did not go last year. A lot of my buddies ended up going, and so I'm like, oh, it's fine. I'm okay. I didn't feel like that too terrible, but obviously I was like, it would have been nice to have gone. But this year I wanted to make it a point, so I ended up going out to good old Georgia to have a good old fun time, long weekend with the folks. And I like to say I got a lot done. Got a lot of signatures. Well, I can't say I got a lot of signatures. I got like 4 signatures from 4 different people. And then bought a whole lot of stuff. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about it later, I could probably answer a decent bit about it. Again, one of the things I can't really talk about is I have nothing to say on the Smash tournament. I wanted to go by and spectate a little bit, but didn't really find the time. Panel schedule was kind of back to back, and the only time that I really had an opportunity to run over there was when we were kind of just lazing about before another panel, and we ended up going to console free play Kirby Air Ride. Not Kirby Air Riders, Kirby Air Ride on the GameCube. That was a fun time. I'm glad that my buddy, I Like Kiwis, wanted to play me in that, because I was like, I mean, sure. But that's pretty much all I got. Let's go ahead and head to the away screen. And I will try and get the Nintendo Switch 2 ready. But a very nice time. Any good eats on the trip? Besides the chicken place, no. I basically tried to eat as cheaply as possible. Lava Reef Sonic Mania, right? Correct! Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of songs in Sonic Mania that are very, very fun. I like them. Flying Battery Zone, I think, is also in this list. Okay. Don't know what I'm doing. I'm a bad streamer. Activate this. Activate. Do not crash my OBS. Thank you. I think I like this version better than OG. Well, I mean, like, T-Lopes just went absolutely insane on this soundtrack, so I would not judge you. Oh, it was a good thing that I checked because I'm actually on my personal island right now. Probably don't want to show that off. Go ahead and make sure I save. All right. Good to transition over now. Pause the music. And get on to this. This might, again, might be all that we do for the rest of the stream. The only other thing I kind of had in mind is maybe hopping on Monster Hunter, but I'm not sure if there's anything I have like necessarily with a goal in mind, other than doing the weekly missions. Like that was about it. Switch that over to Tomodachi Life. Ah, Reka, the first person to greet us. Go and get her money. By the way, for the MNN stuff, I will try and have that uploaded tomorrow. Because I tried to log in every day. There might be a day missing. Don't be mad. But that is generally what happened. I tried in my gaps during the day to play this game, but I pretty much tried leaving the Switch 2 in the hotel because I didn't want to lose it while, you know, I was going elsewhere doing other stuff. So forgive me in that regard.
Welcome.
So the only new thing we have here is an ice cream sandwich. Little unfortunate,
Thank
but
you
okay.
very much.
I see some things again in the night market. What we got? Slime. Okay, that's not new. Memori, that's fine. Heart overload set.
Thanks a bunch. Be sure to stop by again tomorrow.
Probably worth it for $50. Not necessarily what I was looking for, but it is what it is. Being a vendor sounds fun. Are you just saying in general or literally for a convention?
Huh. My heart hurts. I can't hold back my feelings for Ava.
I gotta start off a little strong here. Make sure that
I need to tell
get some
her
drama
how I
going. Either. I've definitely thought about being a vendor at a convention before. I have a idea in mind for a line of merch that I think could do particularly well. I have not given it a whole lot of thought outside of that. There have been actual product concepts I've made. I'll say that it is an accessory. I have made them, and generally people have a favorable outcome of it. Problem is that I am a perfectionist to an extent, and I really, really like to get a to get something that I've envisioned done exactly like how I want it to be. And that hasn't happened yet. I haven't had a lot of time to work on it, but it is still an idea that I would like to explore in the future. And probably one of the first things that I would do is one of the first things I would do is take it to a convention to see how it does. Did I give up on Edna mode? I don't think I have. I'm pretty sure my heart or relationship is still there, but I think it's still on, almost giving up. But we'll see. But you know what? You're best friends. You're ready to risk it all.
Where should I confess
That's about
my
as good as it
love?
gets. Come on, Toriel. Yeah, you know,
Does my
have a little
place
heart to
need a
heart.
vibe check
Your
first?
place. You need a vibe check? Oh, your place need a vibe check. You know what? Yeah. Since you asked, we'll go ahead and change it. We need something very homey. Oh, we could also just make her a queen. That's cute. I'm trying to like think of something that she would actually have similar to the Undertale, but I feel like something like this might just be simple enough for her to have. I'll do that.
How should I confess my feelings?
You can confess a little fashion week.
Should I change what I'm wearing first?
Nah. You look great,
Alright.
sweetie.
It's time to psych myself up and say how I really feel.
Alright, Ava. Don't turn down Toriel.
Here we are. Just the two of us.
Just the
The
two
perfect
of
time
us.
to bear my feelings. I like you. No, I love you. Go out with me.
Go out with me. Is anybody gonna interrupt? Or I think we may be good.
I would love to go out with you.
Ah! You love to see a successful confession. It went like a dream. Things couldn't have gone better. Dating goat mom? Yeah. Sweethearts for one day. Yeah, mission complete. Make her float instead of walk. Yeah, she probably walks with like little tiny steps. I wish I could make her walk around with folded arms, since that's like how her sprite perpetually is, but is what it is. Oh!
We interrupt to bring you some breaking news.
Okay.
We've just received some
Ah,
wonderful
50
news.
boost to happiness. I know that my face is cutting that off a little bit, but yes, that is what that says.
And residents happiness level. Let's go live to the event.
All right, who's here to celebrate? It's me, Icy, Tony, Rekka, and Edna Mode.
Streamer.
We can hear you. Thanks.
Thank you for the giant golden trophy, Icy. How much was that?
What a wonderful performance. And a remarkable way to express appreciation for streamer. It truly warms the heart.
Ugh, pardon me, I just had like an insane amount of
Today,
gunk that I was like, oh, let me get rid of this.
Well, come on, D-Map.
I don't believe I said it
boy,
though,
streamer.
even though you showed up in
I don't
Stream
want
Avatar.
to see Kiwi ever
Do
again.
it. Oh, we had a fight. Oh. Think about it some more.
Okay, I hear you. But here's my counterpoint. No,
No! Ex-friends? What did I do?
yum.
This is literally my best buddy! I can't have this! Yeah, I have to fix this! Bro, you don't like french fries? Hello? You're fake. You're not me. You're not me! Cue the Persona 4 music. Okay, apparently I love energy drinks. Don't drink those, like, ever. About the only energy drinks I have are like the actual hydration drinks, like Gatorade. Bro, what are you thinking about now? Okay, you're thinking about Edna mode, so clearly you still think of something.
Hey, do that thing again.
Sure. Open wide.
You don't like fries? No, don't say that.
Oh,
What am I not saying? Also, sorry for the ads. I think I missed that.
oh, I want to be sweethearts.
Oh. Okay, so wait, then what's my relationship?
Ahoy hoy, streamer. Oh, I want to be sweethearts.
Did it improve? Okay, it's head over heels, so that is improved. All right, Lowish. Are you hungry?
Good
Probably.
evening. Ugh, I've been thinking too hard. My head feels all fuzzy inside. Help me clear my mind.
Oh, Avatar, I just realized we were talking about... Oh, that's the first time I failed that. No.
Phew. I feel so much better now.
Okay, well, I succeeded, but I don't think I get a prize for it. Yeah, I just get the happiness. Yeah, I think I would have got that briefcase that if I did it all the time.
Yum.
Yeah, I was the... Yeah, don't say that to, like, the energy drink thing. Yeah, no, I just have, like, Gatorade and, Powerade, like... very infrequently. I have like those water packets, or those water packets, those flavor packets for water that have electrolytes in them, so I usually drink those after I exercise. You're saying that because of Persona. Oh, okay, okay, there you go. There, yes. Yeah, you're not me.
Welcome to the home of Deathloop. I want to be friends with Lois.
Sure.
What should we talk about? What did you have?
Sure. We can think about something else. I haven't watched that much Family Guy, so I don't really have like a frame of reference to try and connect to Gold Lewis. Did I show you that one clip? Hold up. I don't think so. Because he's a big guy.
Big guys, burgers and fries. Got it. I'll
What
go
did you
talk to her about big guys, burgers, and fries.
This conversation is gonna take a while, I think.
Good evening, Lois. Do you feel like talking about big guys, burgers, and fries? I'm
Seriously?
gonna check my
My brain
my mic
keeps
settings
shouting
really
big
quick.
guys,
So do
burgers,
me on
and
Discord.
fries. Big guys,
Sounds
burgers,
good.
and fries. Big guys, burgers, and fries too. It can't be a coincidence. Let's be friends.
Okay, maybe it's because I don't have my noise gate on. I think that might be what it is. Yeah, I'll probably mess with that later. Yeah. Big guys, burgers and fries.
Lois
I see, is that a
and I
question
are
mark
both
just
thinking about
'cause
Big Guys Burgers
we're memeing
and
about how
fries
long it
all
takes,
the
or do you not
time.
actually know of Big Guys, burgers,
So
and fries?
now we're friends.
Feels like Gold Lewis and I were fated to become friends.
Why'd you stand up like that? Oh my lord, breaking news! Hello, Ava.
We interrupt to bring you some breaking news. We've just received some
Oh, okay,
wonderful news.
more news. More than I got. Okay,
It's
fair
being
enough.
reported that 20 types of island lingo are now being used on
Yo,
Pornhub.
VTubing! Right
Overjoyed residents have
there!
been talking all day, saying things like, "Nobody can stop us from talking with all these new things to say." In recognition of this, streamer will be presented with a silver
Yo, I got a
speech
gold
bubble.
trophy and a silver speech bubble
Thanks
in the
for
same
watching.
day?
I'm Ava,
Kinda-
and you're up to date.
Kind of being humble here. This is like the most I've seen in a row of just like me not doing anything. Jellyfish. Oh, there was a really interesting question that was asked when I was at panel the other night. 2:30 a.m. by the way, you know, I'm just saying a little late for a panel. The question they had to people was that like, what's your favorite sea creature? And it has been so long since I've been asked that question. I actually didn't know the answer.
I would just love it.
I think like trying to really think on it. I think jellyfish are pretty high up there. But if given more time to think about
Well,
like a
that's a
sea
big
creature,
improvement.
like just sea creatures in general, I could probably think of something else. But like that was my first thought, is like the moon jellyfish that are represented in a lot of media, but we're also in Stardew Valley is part of the reason why like it came to
I've
my
got
mind so
some
fast.
time on my hands.
I
Do
just
you
like
want to
the
play Shadow Quiz
bioluminescence.
with me? Here's your first mystery
You
me
do not know
Shadow.
what Big Guys Burger and Fries
do you
is. So
think
it
this
is a restaurant called Big Guys
The answer
Burgers
is
and Fries.
Boredom.
They are known for
Next up,
having very
your second
expensive
mystery me
food.
Shadow.
Granted,
think this
usually
is?
the portions that you get are kind of worth what you're buying,
The answer is
but
Zinilo.
just for reference, let me
finally,
look on
your
their
last
website right
mystery
now.
me Shadow. Who do you think this is?
Here's Toriel.
The correct answer
I
is
don't think that's Gold Lewis or Morshoe.
Toriel.
Okay, let me go to order now. It's making sure I'm a human, yes.
Congratulations.
Find one near
You
you, open a
won.
map. I'm just gonna go to like a general location. I'm not really gonna
Time
like...
for your prize. Go ahead, pick one.
Okay. No. Select your order type. Wait, hold on. Oh, come on. I don't want to have to like type all this out. Okay, thank you. Start this order. I will not actually be ordering. Oh my god, I got a whole safe? That's crazy. Okay, so a regular hamburger. This is not a meal.
What day is it again?
A normal hamburger that has like most of the fixings, which is lettuce, pickles, tomatoes, you know, some condiments, and then 2 hamburger patties is $11.19. Okay, they're all just doing this right now.
Huh?
And again,
I'm
that is
feeling
a
a bit down.
hamburger. If you want something like some of their bacon burgers, you are getting closer to like the $14, like, or $13 and $14 range. They do have a couple other things. They have some hot dogs and sandwiches, but those are also very overpriced. And then a little fry, a little is $5.89. So if you're looking at like a meal, you're basically spending close to $17, or actually, yeah, no, like right at $17 on just like a burger and some fries. That does not include the drink. The drink is priced kind of normally, like how other places do it. But yeah, that it is an exceedingly expensive restaurant to go eat at. And it's not like, it's not artisan or specialty burgers or anything. They're pretty normal burgers. And I would like to say that they are good,
Yum.
not that expensive. So like Five Guys? Okay, well, here's the thing. I might be just talking about Five Guys burgers and fries. Their name is Five Guys. So, yes. I think we're talking about the same thing. Most of the signs when I go by them, it might just be because they're a little bit more vintage, but they actually do have the burgers and fries things next to it. So that's why I always refer to it as. I mean, also, you know, you could just say Five Guys. But I thought it would be funny in Tomodachi Life to say Five Guys burgers and fries. Sure enough, it was, because they took forever for their conversation.
Lois, good evening.
Oh,
I was talking about how much she's into playing Utopia. True! Good game. Am I looking for a casual experience? Do recommend. Yeah, very, very pricey. Toriel might need a little help, so let's go ahead and get Ava to help, since y'all now in a relationship.
Gravity wins again.
Oof, I've never seen a case this bad before.
I'm gonna be okay, though. Right. Please tell no one this happened to me.
Just doing my good
What?
deed for the day.
You just need a little help. Don't feel embarrassed about it. Ah, see you. Got from falling in love to in love. Worth. Hold on, can I fix this? More and stop eating pizza. Ordinarily, I would leave you to do your own bidding, but I would like for you to
What in
help.
the world are you doing? I can't believe I'm saying this, but could you help me? Haha, there's the source of the problem.
There's a source of the problem.
Oh, you might need to use a little more oomph. You really helped me out there, so thanks. I guess. Don't mention it.
Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. And I don't think we're walking together, but you know what? We're repairing the relationship. That is what I want. Alright, Teto. Yeah, no. The double man. Try and get more of
Nice
these
to meet
relationships going.
I'm Teto.
Tenno, was it? Huh? I'm Double Man.
Double man, you stumbled through Jimbo.
Teto wants to hear Double Man's take on determination.
You leave a jargle with
She said,
me.
how do you feel about Undertale?
Real jingle
You should watch the clip I sent you. I should be able to do that.
It's
I
been a
will
while
have to
since
switch
I've
the
laughed like that.
scene to make sure that I got it. Oh, actually, it's on the other screen. That's why I wasn't seeing it. Nothing's going on right now, so I can kind of like pause myself here. Hold up now. Let me go ahead and get the away screen. Click on the link. All right. And then I need to get the desktop. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this in I'll put this in the Firefox tab. Okay. I'm gonna transition here, see if this fixes itself. Oh, okay. I guess minimizing it also made it just fine. All right. Transition. Okay. Let's see what this is.
Do you feel like talking about your wife being hot?
Your wife being hot.
Sure.
Oh my god, it's the frickin' what is his name?
Your wife
Also, this
being
guy's
hot
loud.
right now.
I could see that, but I'm not really up on what's trendy. Could you fill me in? Chat.
Oh, that's chat.
Don't fill
Of
Bandit in.
course, I'll teach
Oh, his
you.
name's Bandit. That's what it is.
Wait a minute, my wife is hot?
Do you feel
Perfectly cut scream, yes. Oh, this face, dude.
everything?
Wait a minute, my wife is hot?
Oh. As I say, Tomodachi Life is the gift that keeps on giving. It is excellent. Barley is amazing. Yeah, Barley the Burr. Right down here, if you guys are curious. I can't say I've heard about them before, but definitely interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is Humorous is looking at something, so I'm going to try and switch on over quickly here. Okay. Here's my gold, Lewis.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Humorous.
Humorous. What's it? Huh? I'm Gold Lewis.
I'm gold, Lewis. The bad part of his, bad mic is part of his entire thing.
Like Pinata and Taffy.
I mean, I can't really say like that it like bothered me or that I thought it was like, that I thought the mic itself was funny. It's just particularly the scream.
Thanks for that.
It was very, very good.
I'm a lot
Perfectly
closer to
cut
Gold Lewis
scream.
now.
How do you get in that conversation about talking about, you know, my wife is hot? Sausage. Yo, bear costume, gotta have that. Star printy, gotta have that. Basic tee. Simple dress. Country outfit. We've already got the classic one, so we can wait on that. Baseball shirt, do have that one. Okay, the star print tee is literally here too. Oh, I didn't realize I already had one. Oh, well, oops. Mike is on like a $300 headset, I think. Just because you buy a good headset doesn't mean that is going to be particularly good. Did we buy one of these? Yeah, we got one of them, like cattail. Kind of like the purple top hat. Okay, you know, if anybody wants to be a plague master, plague doctor rather. Cattail, I want a doggo tail and wings, please and thanks. Do we have the fairy stuff? Hold on. Let me see. Where are you? Again, I haven't like properly moved things around at all. There you are.
Oh,
So I think that there is a dog tail, but we have not come across it yet. Did we get a fairy outfit? If we did see it, hopefully I bought it. We may have just saw wings. Ah, okay. Hold on, I can get you the wings. Yippee! Okay, this is gonna be another huge, absolutely insane, like, nobody's probably heard of this before. It's something that I probably should actually look up before I mention it, just to make sure I am talking about the right thing. In ye olden YouTube days, there were a lot of animators. But one of the very early, one of the very early series that I watched was called Fairy Foxes by Stick Freaks. If anybody wants to go back and watch this from 18 years ago, It is definitely a product of its time, but it has been kind of funny to see it return every once in a while. I think the last episode she made was 4 years ago. And I think she does like some other small things here and there, but largely like it's pretty much stuck in the past. Yeah, the last thing that she did was 7 months ago, which was a speed paint. You want to like walking? I can make you a robot. Or I can make you float, you know, since you got wings.
I speak.
Make you float, you got it. Yoink. Yeah, so she has like a bunch of stuff that she's kind of
I
done
feel like I'm becoming my
recently.
true self more and more.
Okay, and like she might actually be working on something right now. Just not on YouTube, you know. Says that she has a webcomic. Cool. Dinner check made chili dogs with fries. I ended up having fettuccine alfredo. Which was very good. I just really wanted to have it because it would make for a pretty... How stiff you were when flying is what made me laugh there.
Good see.
I wanted it for leftovers when I return back to work this week.
What sort of hairstyle would be
You
good
got
on
the
me?
frozen checkers rallies fries. I want to say I had those once and I thought they were pretty good, but I feel like we just opt for something cheaper, so. Love having chili cheese dogs with my fries. Yes. Love chili cheese dogs. Hugh, you can try something cool.
Okay. Then I'll change
But
my
we
hairstyle
can't get rid of
soon.
the hat. It's gotta fit with
Look
the hat.
forward to the
Okay?
new me.
We may be changing it back if I am not pleased with the outcome. But I can't stay mad at you. You and your very cute looking pose.
Yum.
Have a corn dog. My go-to frozen fry? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just use something like Great Value. I'm gonna be real. For the longest time, I think we did Golden Flake, but it was just like, we don't have fries that often anyways at home. Pretty sure, Hugh would greet with a flirtatious gesture.
Oh. I feel a little different.
Also using store brand fries most of the time. Oh no, I mean I didn't mean anything by it. I was just saying that's typically what I do. Cheapest, yup.
Ahoy hoy, streamer.
True and real and real and
I
true.
want to try living with Amy.
What? Okay, sure, that's fine.
If I lived with Amy, we'd be spending a lot of time together. What's something you think we'd enjoy doing every day if Amy and I lived together?
Basically like Great Value. I gotcha. These two characters have like the least amount in common that I think I would expect. We'll say crack.
I think
We'll
you're right.
talk about crack
I'll
backs.
go talk to her. There's, something I'd like to ask you.
Let's see if this goes well at all.
Well, if the two of us lived together, what's something you think we'd enjoy doing every day?
I don't remember that
Let's
text
say it
usually being
together.
yellow,
On
but maybe
three.
it's just because I don't normally pay
1,
attention to
2, 3. Cracking packs.
Long chat.
Uh-oh.
Turns out we're not on the same page. I don't think living together is a good idea.
Yeah, it was a little out there, but don't worry, buddy. It's fine. You'll be okay.
I thought it'd be fun.
Alright, let's give you... Oh my god, I have a bunch of pancakes I
No.
need to give to people, apparently. There you go. This is probably something I did off stream because I was just logging in long enough to get the MNN news, and then I forgot that I had these. You didn't like pancakes? Alright. Oh, whatever. I'm more of a waffle guy, but it's not like I'm gonna turn down pancakes. That's kind of crazy.
Whoa.
Alright, we need the
We've
two big
never
guys to
met,
get to know each other.
have we? I go by Gold Lewis.
Morshoe and Gold Lewis.
You. Hey, Gold Lewis. I'm Morshoe.
What do these fellas talk about? Acting outgoing and sharing personal details, but being mindful not to overshare. It seems like he's getting some head nods. That's good. Yeah. Seems like-minded. Very good, very good. Oh, is this the new... Yeah, this is the new one for the...
Thank you very much.
For the weekly special.
Please come again.
Again, I see wearing so many hats. Works at a bunch of the stores. Okay, well, no one here is necessarily needing anything right now, so let's take a detour and make a new me. I still have this tab open from when I was originally working on trying to add things, but we kept getting sidetracked. So I think I would like to add another male me, and this is gonna come out in a very peculiar way. I don't have a perfect way of describing what it's gonna look like, but just know what we're gonna do is our best. That's all I can promise. Alright, we need just like a little bit of tuft in the back. Okay. See if I can find that same hairstyle. Also, do want to go ahead and apologize. I know not much is happening here, but you guys will be caught in some ads here in un momento. Hopefully, guys, you can stick around. If you need to do something like get yourself something to drink, do recommend that. Going to get something to eat on like a snack is fine, and going to the restroom if you gotta go. Probably a good idea to do that too. So, please do your stuff. I will still be here. It's these. I think they're a little bit larger, yeah. Give him some ears. Let's give him just a teensy bit of facial hair. Man, I wish you could like add like less facial hair that doesn't extend quite up as far. Let's see if I can fix this by moving these up just a teensy bit. Make it at least look a little bit more natural. That's fine. Well, natural. I'll give you guys the reference image once I'm through here. Because I'm looking at another person's me they created, but they also do a lot of like our asset stuff for it. But I am not going to go through that much effort. You know what? I forgot that for the eyes we can do... Hold on. This is so difficult. Okay, let me also go back here. Sort of match the thing there. Ah, dude, I guess the eyes do need to be smaller. Okay, and the note with the nose, there's only really a way to like make it grow. Is there potentially a better hairstyle I can get? Because this is like a little too long. Maybe... Ooh, that actually does fit a lot better. Let's see if I can give him some tired eyes. They might not even show up because of the... It kind of looks a little better. Ugh. All right, let me go ahead and grab it. Let's download this image to my computer. Plus one for getting Betty to rad. Ink, please have a good bed. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, do I? Yes, okay, I was about to say, I know my show and tell has to be here somewhere. Alright, guys, say hello. To long face Markiplier. Okay, maybe the eyes need to be a little bit closer in than I anticipated. That's like just barely. I guess the one. It's really the facial hair right now, because I don't think it needs to be like that. That far down. Or coming that far up towards his lips. Do this. That's... It's gonna get... Wait, I might be able to give him some lips. Hold on. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm liking that. I think that's pretty good. Tony, welcome on in. Yeah, I'm trying to get long face Mark in here. Oh, thanks. So freaking goofy. Alright, hold on. I'll put this above my head right here. Mark is definitely a mammoth of a man, so he's up here. Bring him down a teensy bit, because he's buff, but he's not like huge. Long space specifically, yes.
My name is Markiplier. My name is
Also,
Markiplier.
yes, I know it's not spelled that way. I mean, you make sure it's not actual Mark.
My name is Mark A. Plior.
Mike A. Plior.
My name is Mark A. Plior.
Oh, hold on. You know what? I could do this.
My name is Marky Plior. My name is Marky Plior.
Maybe if I just do this, because I know plier is not really a word, but...
My name is Marky Plier.
You know what? That's fine. I don't know Mark's age. God, how am I going to make him with a
My name is Markiplier.
good voice?
It's nice to
I think
meet you.
voices are one of the
Today
things
is
that I
May
either get
25th,
kind of right or very,
2026.
very wrong.
So, how does this voice sound? My name is Markiplier. It's nice to meet you. My name is Marky.
My name is Markiplier. It's my name is Markiplier. My name is Markiplier. My name is Markiplier. It's nice to meet you. My name is Markiplier. My name is Markiplier. It's nice to meet you. My name is Markiplier. It's nice to meet you. Today is May 25th, 2026. So, how does this voice sound? My name is Markiplier. My name is Markiplier. My name is Markiplier. It's nice to meet you. My name is Markiplier. It's nice to meet you. Today is May 25th, 2026. So, how does this voice sound? My name is Markiplier. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you
Today
for
is May
hydrate, Tony.
25th, 2026.
Hopefully you enjoyed a day
How
off.
does this
Oh
voice
no, wait, you
sound?
said you had classes.
My name is
I'm sorry.
Markiplier. It's nice to meet you. Today is May 25th.
Oh, but also hopefully you're
2026.
feeling better.
So,
I know you said
how
that you were a
does
little
this voice
worried.
sound? My name is Markiplier. My name is Markiplier. It's nice to meet. My name is Markiplier. It's nice to meet you. Today is May 25th, 2026. My name is Markiplier. It's nice to meet you. Today is May 25th, 2026. So, how does this voice sound? My name is Markiplier.
You know what? Perfect. Movement. You know, Mark's a pretty quick guy. Also very polite. Energy is pretty varied, I think. I don't want to put him like super far on the chill spectrum, but I think he's pretty much there. Cause for fun, so it's fine. Okay, good to know. Overall, bro's pretty quirky. All right. Considerate me, amicable, thoughtful, honest, innocent, does things at their own pace, and they are a daydreamer. Idealistic and romantic, often has their head in clouds, but finds a lot of great ideas up there. All right, let's get this guy off. Again, still haven't really thought about making a whole lot of room here, so let's do this. Just keep extending this out. So let's say I'm pretty sure I have the TNC Reno that should be able to fix that, but yeah, I may
You're
change
streamer,
that.
right? It's nice to meet you. I'm Markiplier.
How am I doing? I'm doing pretty okay. And I hope it stays that way. Because I was at a giant convention over the weekend with literally hundreds of thousands of people. And the odds of me running into somebody or something that had some sickness attached to it is also very high. So pray for your boy. I'm feeling fine right now. But con crud is definitely a very frequent thing. I tried to be as hands-off. Oh, let's go. I tried to be as hands-off with things as much as possible, but yeah, sounds both fun and exhausting. It basically was. I spent 4 days over in Georgia to visit Momocon. Left with a lot of merch. If you want to see that, I have not only posted it in my Discord, but I also did a little run through about my experience earlier on stream. Did it smell? No. Like, I would say like a majority of the con goers were fine. That being said, you definitely got a little of the weed stank here and there. People like probably doing that before coming to the convention, but beyond that, like there really wasn't anything egregious. I will say, you just vibing in the void right now. Oh, me and Rekka were at a booth on the final day, and we were like exploring around a little bit. So we come to this vendor and we're looking in this corner. We ask a guy about what I think was a figure or something. Yeah, I think he asks about a price for a figure because he was curious about it. And then he says like, oh yeah, it's this much. And then Rekka's like, oh, okay, thank you.
You mean
I'll
that
think
guy
about it.
sold me
And
a
then, you know,
thing?
basically that's the way to disengage and say like, hey, we're
Ah.
just gonna go. Well,
Such a strange dream.
in the middle of that happening, I smelled something horrid. Like something, like someone definitely ripped a fat one.
What's up?
A silent but deadly fart. And so we started walking away from that booth. And as soon as we got like a decent enough away from it where we wouldn't have been in earshot, he's like, dude, did you smell that? And I'm like, yes, unfortunately I did. And like, again, I assume that that guy just passed gas because it did not smell like that until he came over there. But that was...
I want
It
to
was
be
pretty bad.
friends with
Want to be friends with
Born.
Born? Okay, that's fine. Great thinking.
What should we talk,
talk about? You wanna find something to
What
be
did you
friends
have
with me
in
on? In the words of Mr. Scott the Waz. Like, and you know what? Like, I'm sure it happens to the best of us.
I'll go talk to him.
I will
about
say
the
though, yeah, that
Nintendo
was,
game.
it was very bad. Like, very, very bad.
Good evening.
I mean,
Born.
obviously in the end, me and Rekka just had a chuckle about it. So it wasn't something
Do
to,
you feel like
you know, say,
talking
oh, that
about
ruined my convention. But no, it was like, oh, okay.
Nintendo games?
Yeesh.
Sure.
It seems like the whole world is talking about stupid Nintendo games right now.
No, true.
Huh, I could see that. But I'm not really up on what's
Now
trendy.
up on what's trendy
Could you
for
fill
stupid
me in?
Nintendo
And the
games?
Of course. I'll teach you about
I'd be so out of there
everything
after
you
the
need
smell.
to know.
Well, we were kind of engaged in a conversation, so we couldn't immediately leave. But yeah, we were just like, okay, yeah, we're not going to buy this figure. Define stupid Nintendo games. I mean, it's mostly just a Scott the Waz reference, but I mean, arguably all Nintendo games are stupid. Yeah, Scott literally has a song that he made for one of his videos called "Stupid Nintendo Games."
Looks like Born and I are friends.
Not much else.
Thanks to stupid Nintendo games.
I hope an emote shows me all the tricks of the trade.
Breathe from your mouth instead of your nose. What?
Come on.
You talking about like your sickness, or are you actually talking to me? Oh no, you're talking about the fart. No, bro, you're still gonna like get some like waft of it. No. I put the pieces together. No, if you're in like an area like that, you still probably want to evacuate.
Do you have a moment? I would just love it if there were a seesaw right here.
Sure, man.
Pull into me. Hold left. Spin totally left. Image any clock.
That's so satisfying. Thank you.
I felt a rush of
I love living on Pornhub.
You're welcome, buddy.
I'm feeling a little upset.
What happened?
I was talking to Mortem, but it kind of rubbed me the
No.
wrong way.
But yeah, I mean, we were inside the booth. It was one of those booths that kind of has those cages and shelves that you can kind of stack things on. So we were in the middle of that cage, and you know, it's like a wall with just an opening. And so we were on the inside of that in a corner when we were asking him the question. So I was like, oh, okay, well, let's just leave as soon as possible. How long was the con? Thursday to Sunday. I think today they did have some like post-con events that they were doing, but they're really not like directly associated with the con. Like I don't think they really have vendor stuff going on. Oh, you haven't had any triple cake. Do you have room for that? Yeah. Yeah, we enjoyed our time. There was, you know, the chance that we could. Oh no, you don't like triple cake. All right. We could have also just gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but we wanted as much time as we could there, so that's what we did. Jeez. Okay, now everybody's got something to freaking do. More shoe. Hello, Gold Lewis. She hates oatmeal cookies? Yes. Yes, she does.
Did you want
Anyways,
to
this is
talk?
happening.
Maybe I'm worn out.
Maybe I'm worn out.
Oh,
Bro, what are you getting so heated about oatmeal cookies for? Are they like your favorite
Yum.
cookies ever? Gotta give Gold Lewis some drip already. I'll consider. Big guy. Big guy, big guy, big guy. Big guy. SpongeBob, big guy. This freaking got brainworms from that song because somebody, a content creator I watched was just making fun of it for the longest time, and it's like, yep, it's a funny, stupid song, but now I've got it stuck in my head from time to time whenever somebody says big guy. You know what? Hold up. Marky Plore, you can help me Lois out.
little of this, a skosh of that,
Special
and
bud.
Oh, I'm starting to feel better.
Who hates oatmeal cookies?
You're so kind.
it was no trouble at all.
Today was a lot.
Yeah, oatmeal cookies are pretty alright. I mean, they're definitely not at the top of my list, but if somebody offered me one, I wouldn't turn it down.
Ahoy hoy, streamer.
Hello.
I've been wondering what it would be like
You're-
if Kiwi and I got to know each other better. Do you think Kiwi and I would make a good team?
Yeah, he'd be a
couldn't
close
agree
bud.
more.
Oh wait, Tony, I forgot. You wanted to see Wrecker from the side. I'll make sure I do that after I give him some food here.
Probably a certified banger.
Certified banger. Okay, well, you love oatmeal cookies? I think they're good. You will not like see me turn down an oatmeal cookie, but if you gave me like a full plate and it was like chocolate chip cookies, peanut butter cookies, like a macadamia nut cookie and an oatmeal cookie, oatmeal would probably be the last one I take. That's just me.
Yummers.
Looks at yummers. Well, there you go. By the way, on Rekka's me for my island, yeah, his is definitely yummers aesthetically spaced. Alright. There you go. See, like when you take a look from it from the side and the back, it's kinda, but not really much you can do. But he did an excellent job with it though. Of course, I did not do any of this. This was him, this was his personal save file that he felt like sharing and me with me.
I mean, hey there. Hey, in the mood.
It's not that bad.
Thankfully,
The way it kind of feels like it's just a, you know, have you guys ever seen? What is that game called? Okay, maybe it's just Who Am I? It's the one where you have like a piece of paper like stuck on your head, and then, you know, it says something and you're trying to guess who you are. It's kind of like that, but if you just had like a kind of sheet of paper on your noggin instead.
Hey, good evening.
Couldn't find the Bangsy one from the selections.
I want to be friends with Chrome.
He probably could have found something fine, but he is just...
What should we talk
He
about?
wants it to look as much like he wants it to as possible, because he puts a lot of effort into all of his Miis. Yeah, y'all talk about a Smash
Got it.
tournament.
I'll go talk to him about Smash Tournament.
I'm waiting for someone to seesaw with you. We'll see who we can grab. Might see
Good
if we can
evening,
get a
Chrome.
Markiplier.
Do you feel like talking about?
Oh my god, I did not realize I have streamed for
Smash
3
tournament?
hours. Okay, I mean, I'm still gonna stream for a little bit. I'm off
Sure.
tomorrow.
Cool.
I took that time off.
Well, I have to
But,
say,
yeah, wow.
I've been super
Guess
into
who
Smash
loves
Tournament
yapping
lately.
and literally lost track of time just because of that?
Really? Me too. Yeah, I've totally come around on the joys of Smash Tournament.
Go true.
We should hang out sometime and do that.
Good job, Mr. Chrome.
Nice. I knew Smash Tournament would bring Chrome and me together.
Makes sense. Nia and I have the same taste in hobbies, so no wonder we hit it off.
Good job.
Hey, come on.
Alright, Lowish. I think Mimi's looking at ants. Yes. Oh my gosh, they've got a... that's not really a gyro, it just seems like a sub sandwich. Alright, and one last person to check on. Lowish.
Good evening.
Don't say you need some new clothes, you're
Huh?
fine. Oh, you're letting me run this back, okay.
Help me clear my mind.
Oh, I didn't expect it to spawn 3. No, not again! Ugh. Lily just shy.
Phew.
What was this freaking brain worms that she has? Makes it too difficult. Markiplier, what are you doing? Are you back at your house? Yeah, hold on. There's somebody who's waiting on you. We're not really necessarily waiting for you, but you could join on the seesaw.
We haven't met yet, have we? My name is Markiplier.
Absolutely gigantic nose.
Markiplier. I see.
Also, do apologize. You know what? Hold up. Let me snooze the app.
Tomodachi like what you know there.
We'll probably have just a little bit more we'll do here.
Tomodachi like what? Tomodachi like Zebra? Tomodachi like Griffin Queen?
You know, you're way funnier than I thought you'd be. Markiplier.
Bro, it's all up in your face. Alright, and then yeah, Doubleman's also over there just chilling.
It's official. Pet Weeks.
Oh, yes. You know, wouldn't you know?
We haven't met yet, have we? My name is Ava.
Oh,
Hey,
I think Kiwi was
Miss
trying to
Ava?
talk to Ava,
Well,
and then,
I'm
like,
Doubleman.
immediately was like, oh, wait, we're kind of already in a conversation, let's not do that.
Fabo,
Anyone who
Double Man,
watches
Impact on
Markiplier for the
it,
first
Shumatsu.
time. True! Poor Kiwi.
Thanks for that. I'm a lot closer to Double Man now.
I was about to say, well, these guys were out here freaking trying to play on the seesaw by themselves. Could have, like, tried something else.
I'm a couple. Tornado song.
Just got spiny
This
patterns.
squad should see bleeding. Pull into me. Then see ketchup. Want to pour the color? But you extra far out.
Alright, looks like we got one last thing here. Go ahead and check on Mimi. Oh, she's trying to fly. You can do it. Come on. Alright, hold on. Get a deep breath. There she goes. Yeet. Oh, a little higher. Oh, there she goes. Oh, she got it. Woo!
Oh. It was
It
just,
was just a dream.
Oh.
Alright, let's feed you some pancake. Pancakey this.
Yum.
Alright, that's good.
Still haven't found anything with this.
Wait, what? Okay. You know what? Good throw, bro. Alright, what's this last thing that just popped up? I reckon I want to talk to somebody. Talking to Mortem? Cool. Oh, what?
Oh yeah. Hi, I'm Rekka. What's your name?
Dag.
So you are known as Rekka.
Alright, well, let me go ahead and take a look at doing our special thank you for the night.
So first, split up tuna with Jack Zombo.
Want to take on Monster Hunter. Actually, I don't know if Mortem plays Monster Hunter.
Oh, laugh.
Dan, thank you for not only being first in the stream, but also to gifting out a community sub. You just wanted to know how many subs you had. You could have just like waited, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, I appreciate the support anyways. Thank you to JD for the 3 stream streak. And that's pretty much all of the special thank yous I got. This is the second interruption you did? Nah, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, Rekka trying to play some Animal Crossing over here. No, no, he fell into the bush. Ripperoni and pepperoni. But beyond that, once again, thank you to Dan for coming by early in the stream. Thank you to my buddy Juice, aka I Like Cubes, for coming by. Thank you to Spring Lord for coming by. Thank you to Icy for coming by. Thank you for coming by. Thank you to Bass for coming by. Thank you to Tony for coming by. Thank you to JD for coming by. Thank you to Derive for coming by. Thank you to Avatar for coming by. Thank you to Ypres for coming by. Oh, nice try, Toady. Got a 43 there. There's like one person I'm forgetting. I think that's everybody. It's like that, or there's like one person I'm forgetting. Oh, Izzy just shy of the 100. Ooh. Very far off. Thanks for stream. Good to have you back. Thanks. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Especially when it comes to the streams, you know, it's just a little hobby thing I like doing in the evenings, but always love playing some games and chatting with folks. Holy cow, it has been forever since I filled up that fountain, apparently, because that was, what was it, 5 wishes? No, 4 wishes. That's... Okay, I will get back to that. I will get back to that. Well, you know what? We'll do the same thing. I will entertain you. 94 hours quite off as well. That is not good. But alrighty, let me see if there is somebody for me to raid. If I feel confident enough to raid. a person. No, actually, this is like one of the few nights where I really haven't had anybody in particular who seems like it's good for me to raid. So I will go ahead and relax for the rest of the night. I'll probably still be up for a while because I don't got to wake up as early tomorrow, but we shall see. I do plan to be doing a lot just because with all the merchant stuff, I will have to be doing quite a bit of reorganizing. So we'll see. But if I did forget to thank you, I do very much apologize. Hopefully you still enjoyed the stream. If you're looking, hope you enjoy the article. Bad buddy. Then fantastic night or day may be. I'll back stream on Wednesday, probably. There shouldn't be anything that should prevent me from doing so, but I'll let you guys know if anything happens. Again, that'll be when I return to work, and I don't know, I might feel like utter crap after it, but we'll see. Hopefully not. But I hope you guys all enjoyed your Memorial Day. I figure most of you guys got the day off. And if you didn't have the day off, hopefully you're still able to relax a teensy bit and enjoy time with family, since I know a lot of people like to do pretty good, nice cookouts. I sort of did something similar today. But beyond that, just take it easy, and I will hope to see y'all guys later. Love you.